The Everglades, the largest wetland in the United States, the lifeline to South Florida's diverse ecosystem. The Everglades is vast and varied, with 5,000 square miles of sawgrass marshes, mangrove forests, cypress swamps, hardwood hammocks, and fertile estuaries. To its original inhabitants, the Miccosukee and Seminole Indians, it was a place where man and nature were expected to live in harmony. But to early settlers, the stunning showcase of biodiversity of the Everglades was mistaken as an inhospitable swamp that hampered human expansion and flooded growing cities. After severe hurricane seasons in the 20s and 40s, Congress in 1947 authorized construction of 1,400 miles of canals, levees, and flood control devices throughout the Everglades, and thus began the rapid man-made destruction of one of the planet's most unique and valuable natural systems. The Everglades Foundation seeks to restore the health of the Everglades and to prevent further degradation.
Since 1993, the Foundation has been using scientific expertise, policy advocacy, and coalition building to help battle for the Everglades. Through the help of our partners and our supporters, the future has never looked brighter for the River of Grass.
The Everglades is the largest source of fresh water for all life in South Florida, one of the fastest growing regions in the country. A vibrant, thriving glades will provide economic benefits across the board, from green engineering and construction jobs created by restoring this natural system to international ecotourism as millions flock to the Everglades to explore its majestic beauty. One thing is clear: threats to the Everglades are threats to the human water supply. Over the past century, as agricultural and urban expansion has steamrolled across Florida, Lake Okeechobee's pollution levels have exploded. And like a row of dominoes, this pollution moves onward with toxic levels of phosphorus and other runoff pollutants that are flushed into the St. Lucie and Caloosahatchee rivers to poison Atlantic and Gulf Coast estuaries and beaches. In its natural state, the Everglades exists as a near-perfect balancing act between seasonal floods and droughts, fresh and salt water. But the tireless push from America's burgeoning suburbs and large commercial farms upsets this balance, threatening freshwater supplies and destroying critical habitat, putting in peril the diverse plant and animal life that makes the Everglades so special. More than half of the Everglades our grandparents enjoyed has already vanished. Species threatened by this loss of habitat include the loggerhead sea turtle, the manatee, the Florida panther, and the wood stork. While battered, the Everglades is not yet broken, and its strongest ally in the battle for survival is consensus among scientists, lawmakers, and the public, who all agree steps must be taken now to save this valuable resource and national treasure. One giant step in the right direction is the pending purchase of 180,000 acres of environmentally sensitive land from U.S. Sugar Corporation. Championed by Florida Governor Charlie Crist and the South Florida Water Management District Governing Board, this land acquisition would significantly improve water quality throughout the Everglades watershed, from Lake Okeechobee to Florida Bay. Governor Crist points out the pivotal role the Everglades Foundation played in his decision to broker this historic once-in-a-lifetime deal.
Their role could not be overstated. It was incredibly significant and terribly important all along the way to giving me advice on appointees to the management district to the very end. So I'm enormously grateful to the environmental community. Without them, we wouldn't be here today, literally. So I'm very grateful.
Other Everglades Foundation projects include improving and then protecting the water quality at Florida Bay, a recreational mecca for sport fishermen and nature lovers from around the world. Another part of the restoration plan involves bridging sections of the Tamiami Trail that intersect the Everglades, removing the existing road that acts as a dam to water flowing south into Everglades National Park. In the northern Everglades, the Kissimmee River is a success story in the making. A comprehensive restoration project to restore the river's oxbows has much of its native wildlife already returning. In southwest Florida, Picayune Strand is also being restored, improving local water quality and the health of nearby estuaries. Over the past 15 years, the Everglades Foundation has emerged as a catalyst in preserving and restoring the Everglades. The Foundation's Everglades Advisory Council, composed of experts from many different conservation groups, helps build consensus so the Foundation can maximize its influence and resources in education, outreach, advocacy, and policy. The Everglades Foundation is also a science knowledge center, a one-stop information resource for the federal government, the South Florida Water Management District, and other state, county, and city governments. Finally, the Foundation provides grants, $1.5 million annually, to partner organizations also involved in Everglades restoration, because the more friends the Everglades has, the brighter its future. People who recognize the Foundation's valuable work contribute generously, and they are a diverse group with a board of directors from all walks of life.
I'd say most everyone on the Everglades Foundation board are nature lovers, and clearly all of us are completely committed to restoring the Everglades because there simply is no other place on earth like it.
The best is yet to come for both the Everglades Foundation and the Everglades itself. An important new Foundation project is to reduce phosphorus in the Glades water table by using cutting-edge science. The goal is to preserve the delicate dance of nutrients and organisms that keep the Everglades healthy and the freshwater supply safe. Learning from mistakes of the past, it is known that it is crucial to prepare for future water demands. The source of that water will continue to be the Everglades. The time to act on Everglades restoration and preservation is now. With your help and support, the Everglades Foundation will continue to lead the way in one of the most important environmental tasks of our lifetime, saving America's Everglades for our children and generations to come.